Welcome, everyone. I know we've got a bunch of people on from Europe tonight, but this is, I guess we got people from all over the world. But we're going to talk today about the income system. But more importantly than that, we're going to talk about really dynamics of duplication and what it is that you have to do to get the most out of the different tools that have been created. And I think that you're going to find that the way that I like to teach is I like to give you a basis for why I do things, and it helps you understand some of the different things that we try and some of the different things that we are making work with it. But one of the things I like to explain right when we first get started is why it is that I've built a lot of these different tools and why it is that I encourage people to be able to use them. And the most important thing for the income system as you go through it, understand that word of mouth recommendations from friends and family, often referred to as earned advertising, referral advertising, word of mouth advertising, is still the most influential. So the income system, you'll see that any of the campaigns that are in there that may have been for cold market or for Facebook marketing or for things of that nature are all being changed to very much be focused and directed to warm market, because it is still the best by far. Now, I know that there's some people that are good Facebook advertisers. They're good at cold market advertising, and those are the kind of people that I can give hints on and give them some suggestions on what my opinion would be to be able to help with those. But this system is very much based, and you'll see that it's going to help with your team very much to focus on the warm market. This is how I recommend that you start your business. It's how I recommend that you continue to build it. And it's also something that I recommend on an ongoing basis that you add to your warm market. This is a survey done by Chet Holmes International, and Chet Holmes has worked with some of the biggest companies in the world. He's recently passed away from cancer, but his organization worked a lot with Anthony Robbins, and he worked with some of the biggest newspapers and magazines in the United States for many years. And this is a survey to show the efficacy of what works best to get people to be able to make decisions. And you can still see, hands down, personal contact is better than any other source. It is the least expensive. It is the most effective by far for network marketers. And so when you look at this, understand that's why it is the tools that you'll see are, if they were built for cold contacts before, are very much changing to be able to help you get with friends and family and help you to be able to better create duplication for your new people. This system is so robust as we go through it that you can do virtually unlimited things with it, but I don't want the new person to do that. The new person is definitely, we're trying to focus them in on what's going to get them the most bang for their buck. And that's why I put right here, referral marketing is still the best, but you realize the brand new person, the hardest part of the business has always been sponsoring and explaining the products and compensation plan. And so many times the brand new person is just thrown into this, and very rarely are they given training. Almost never are they done that, or are they given the training that they need. And they rarely have the mentoring they need to be able to make it work. So if you want to have a big business that creates leadership and growth, you have to understand the principles of wealth creation, duplication, and then implement them. And if you don't have a system, then you're gonna see that your business will very much start to splinter. And you look just from the people all over the world that are on this call. If you have organizations, and I was counting the countries I had the other day, and in the time zones, it's crazy how splintered and how many different areas just my groups have become, even in the last year and a half. And the thing that I tell you is, I do this because I realize I can't be all things to all people. And so the hope is to be able to create more and more duplication. And that's the main purpose of what we're trying to do. So we're trying to create wealth creation with an atmosphere of duplication, okay? Because nobody's kept poor because of a lack of opportunity. Nobody. And this is a quote from one of my favorite books, and it's very, very applicable to this. It's The Science of Getting Rich. It's an older book. It's free online. You can find it just about anywhere. And what he talks about is that making money is as exact as 2 plus 2 equals 4. There's certain laws that will work with mathematical certainty. But in order to do that, you have to understand the laws and you have to apply them. And one of the biggest laws that you have with the network marketing is if you want to create ongoing sustainable income, you have to create duplication. And it doesn't matter if it works for you, it matters if the regular person can do it. There's a lot of things that I can do that a brand new person won't necessarily be able to do. I have to be able to think like the brand new person, like a regular person coming in, the way I thought when I was first introduced to this, when I was 23 years old, the questions, the concerns, the doubts, all those little things, that's what it is that's going to create your success. And guys, effort alone is never going to make you successful. There's only so many hours in the day, and the difference between the rich and the poor is how they use their systems and how they use those hours. So I hope you're starting to see that this is it's very important that you implement systems. And there's a couple of key things. You have to have an organization and you have to have a success network. But you also have to understand that you need to have renewable products, which we have, and then you have to have a lucrative compensation plan. We have great products and we have a very lucrative compensation plan. Now, one of the things that I'm passionate about doing is adding systemic ways of building the business that can be duplicated. Because it doesn't matter if you've got the best product in the world, the best compensation plan in the world. If you can't teach the new person to do it, they'll never succeed. And I can tell you, I started off with ARIIX as a vendor doing things for them before I was ever a rep for ARIIX. And ARIIX is far, far more prepared for you to be successful today than it was 3 years ago. We have these amazing products, but we have to be able to create consistent momentum by teaching a brand new person to do the same thing that you can do. So that's why I will talk a lot about this all the time, is the atmosphere of true duplication is the fastest way to grow. And you have to ask, are you teaching your new people within 7 days of joining what's good performance? We can talk about gold, and I think that's one of the first steps. I even like to take it one step further and say good performance is focusing in your first 8 weeks minimum of getting 5 new people in the business and on auto ship minimum. That's 5 good people, which typically takes more than that. So are you teaching a brand new person within 7 days to do that? And do the majority of the top leaders in your organization give substantially similar message about the comp plan products and do so with excellence and consistency? And that was one of the areas that I saw that I thought we really need to do better. And anybody who knows me, that I am constantly on the phone trying to teach new people and even established people the importance of doing these things up front. Because though it takes time, it will save you so much time in the future if you will give training right when a person starts. And if their upline, the person that's between you and them, is not doing it, then you need to know that you have to do it, or else they will not succeed. Because this isn't unique just within ARIIX. This is something that was done by a group called Leaders Club, and it says 65% of new representatives list lack of confidence as one of their top 3 challenges. And this number has changed. It's now, of the 150,000 people joining network marketing this week, 90% will not receive guidance from their sponsor. It is your duty, if you are able to help a person see the vision of our products, see the vision of our opportunity, it is your duty to give them guidance. If you don't, then you are failing that person as a sponsor. That right there, if you don't have the answers, is it a matter of getting with a person that has trainings and does trainings on a regular basis to be able to provide them what they need. And here's the big one. Of your new people, 9 out of 10 of your new people are doing anything. They come in and they are paralyzed by fear. And this is why your people aren't performing, guys. And you're going to say, why is he talking about this? It's essentially you understand what's going on with people in order for you to get them to succeed. But here's why people don't succeed. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to do it. They don't know why they should do it. And they feel there's obstacles that are beyond their control. So it is our job, it is our duty, and it's such a wonderful job to remove their obstacles. Oops, went backwards. It is our job to be able to teach the new person how to connect with a minimum of 100 people in 30 days. Why 100 people in 30 days? Not very many people will do that. But you have to give them a number of what a top performer would do. This isn't showing the plan. This isn't even talking completely about the business. This is teaching people how to connect with people again. And that's why I create these tools, is to be able to create the ease of connection. If you were able to get 15 out of 100 of your new people to connect with 100 people in their first 30 days, it would transform your business. It would transform your business. We're talking small amount of changes will transform it. And understand, guys, that your people duplicate you. If you have never done this, you need to find a way to do it now. You need to be able to absolutely give that shot of energy to your business right now if you find that you've been stalled. And some people say, I don't know 100 people. Everybody knows 100 people that they haven't contacted. All you have to do is look on your Facebook page and look at people that you went to school with, and it's a matter of connecting with them. It may in the beginning just be a matter of reconnecting with them without talking about the business, talking with them, seeing how they're doing before you do anything, and listening to verbal cues, listening to those. And that's a different call that we can have. But understand that it is a matter of connecting with people. And some of those people, as you connect with them, you will see very distinctly that they have a need that you can fill with your business. So the guys that make a lot of money with this, guys, know that it's just small actions by a lot of people every day that's going to make large amounts of money. So if you can help a lot of people take small actions, you're going to see that you're going to market more easily. You're going to be able to follow up and duplicate if you use the system. The system is what you need, because you can only effectively mentor 12 people. You cannot mentor 200 people, not effectively. Day to day, month to month, year to year, you cannot. There are all kinds of studies have shown you can't mentor more than 12 people. So what you have to do is you have to be able to put systems in place that for your downline that are failing to mentor, or even possibly your upline, to be able to plug into systems and locations and people that are teaching this. And that's one of the biggest issues within network marketing and even within ARIIX, is the lack of true training for the new person. The main thing that the income system does is it helps do massive marketing by helping a lot of people do a little bit each day. Have massive persistence with follow-ups to see what people are doing. And I'll walk through that with you. And I'd be interested for anybody that's on the call, because I know there's quite a few people on here now. If you would type in there, if you are not currently subscribed to the income system, and that way I'll be able to make sure that the part where I'm showing you how to make it work, I'm able to do that. So just in the chat box, tell me if you have subscribed with it or not. Okay, so there's some people are starting to do that. So this is what the system does, guys, and this is the whole purpose. And then I'm gonna move you over to the next step with it. Okay, the system offers videos, email marketing that help bring awareness. That's the number one thing that you need to be able to help your brand new people do with friends and family, is bring awareness. You cannot say the wrong thing to the right person, and you cannot say the right thing to the wrong person. So the system helps you understand, and listen to that again. You cannot say the wrong thing to the right person. If a person's looking, just the awareness is going to bring them into your business. So you want to bring more and more people aware of that, of the products to be customers, the products to be able to change people's lives, the products to become rep users, and just the idea of the opportunity to teach them how to be a business owner. Awareness is the first thing. And just like the funnel that you see right here, that's where the most of your work will be. That's the largest group of people, is just bringing awareness, information. And I'll show you how easy it is within the system to bring awareness to people. Then Some of those people will show interest. You can see it's starting to narrow. Less people will have interest. And then the hope from this is to be able to give you the confidence and the knowledge of what that person's doing so you can have upline support if you need it, to be able to take them from interest to desire to action. Okay, so the sales process, the very bottom, you're going to have far less people that will take action that you brought awareness to. Far less people, and that's okay. There's only three things that you're looking for. Will they be a rep? Will they be a customer? Or will they tell you no? And you have to understand, if you look at this properly, if you are truly connecting with people all the time, learning to say hi to people, reconnecting just to see how somebody is doing, you will see, if you're doing that on a regular basis, that this is going to be a very powerful tool that when you listen, you're going to hear people that are dissatisfied with their job. You're going to hear people who are dissatisfied with their weight. You're going to hear people who are dissatisfied with their aging process. Just talk to people in the beginning. Once they've talked, this system is so powerful to help them do that. It sets up in minutes. It's loaded with all the videos. It maintains message integrity so it can be duplicated. It inspires confidence, and it helps you plan. If you want, you can get new. If you get 3 people at the same plan as you, you'll get it free. And this is why we do it, guys. If your team is effectively balancing the art of sales with the science of structured processes and methodologies, that means that you pick a methodology and you teach it to your team and you encourage them to teach it to their people, and then you actually do it, you will duplicate. If you don't, then you're going to have problems. You really will. Let me show you how it is that this works, guys. And I can tell you without equivocation that if you do this, you will see you'll see a big change. Understand that you'll get discouraged in the process. It's normal, and that's why I've created this Facebook page right here. This is why, because you're going to see that the most successful people in the world are not exempt from challenges and problems and low times. That's why I load all these audios on here, because you're going to get discouraged. You will. It never happens as fast as it's never happened for me as fast as I wanted to. There'll be times that you're going to want to quit. There's going to be times that you need to remember why you did this. You're going to need to have the confidence of each other. And that's why I created that Facebook page, is to help each other, to inspire each other. And it will create for you, if you do these things and you create the duplication, it'll create massive growth, rank advancement, dream achievement, pride and satisfaction, and understand that you can do this. You can do it. You can do it. And let me show you how it works. You can get in at any of the basic systems. And there's a couple things because of what has been in Europe. There's some people that have asked for different ways to pay, because in Europe you don't use credit cards as much as we do here in the United States, and that's probably a good thing. But they're working on alternate forms of payment. For now, the only way that you can get the system is through a credit card or a debit card. They are working on PayPal, but I'm not quite sure when that is going to happen. Let me go through really quickly and make sure that all right. Want to get usage, not subscribe, or Elizabeth will do that. Basic, that's okay. And I'm in. All right, great. So there is a number of you that have not used this. Oh, geez. You should always turn your phones off during the call. And I've got 3 of them, so I apologize I forgot about that one. But guys, understand that as you go through this, one of the most important things that you understand, this cost is extraordinarily minimal compared to the old way of doing business. This is built upon a different company's called COI Network, and it is the best network marketing tool system that I've seen, that incorporates tools for the brand new person and for existing people. I work as the admin on this, and I'm constantly taking suggestions and opinions on how to improve it. I know a lot of our friends in the Netherlands are getting a group of people together, and once they've done that, we'll actually be able to even have the whole thing in Dutch. There's a group in Mexico that's doing the same thing, that wants to have it in Spanish, and that is all completely possible. So basically, I'm going to show you it. You can go on this page just by going to ariixincomesystem.com, and you can see all of the different things that it does. But here's the most important thing, is what it does for the brand new person. When you first log in, it'll take you through a whole process of getting people putting your information in there. And just make sure you do that. And after you've done it, go to your user settings and just fill out this information. Don't worry about it in the beginning about these two things, the team leader and join a team. Just fill out the system notifications, how you want to be notified. You can do it by an app on your phone, or you can do it via email in Europe. The apps are really easy because they're just right here, and it works very well. So just fill out some of those things. The brand new person needs to understand that it is super simple to make this work. Really simple. You can see some of my activity in the last little bit with some of my prospects. This is one of two accounts that I use. I have one account that has thousands of leads, and then this is one that I use for personal contacting. And you can see that I use it all the time. And I can also see what my prospects are watching. That is absolutely powerful. So let me show you how to put a person into the system and what they'll receive. You log in, you go to generate prospects, you click add multiple contacts, because I recommend putting 5 people per day. That's it. 5 people per day. And you may think, why would I do that? The reason being is you should only put the amount of people in that you're willing to personally contact. This is not a spamming system, and if you just send out a massive email to everybody, you'll see it will not give you the effect that you want. But you simply put the person's first name, last name, email. If you put them in individually, you can do it right here. You can actually put the country and the country information in there. So there's 2 ways of doing that. Add a contact, and then what you do is you will select the category, and I have more categories and I'm eliminating a lot of them, but I really recommend that you find a campaign that you like. And here's one that I just updated today. It's called the ARIIX Opportunity, and this is another one right here, Own Your Life. These two have been very, very effective because the ARIIX Opportunity was just based upon one that I had done, which is almost purely educational, called Profit Now, which is right here, the team members. But I just made this for a prospect or a customer, and it was one of the best tools. It's not salesy. It doesn't try to push people to a certain way. And so I just made this one very much based upon the education of our products, and it's sprinkled in with some opportunity. So you simply just put their name, email, their category, hit yes, confirm that I know them, hit save, and it'll automatically load them into the system. And this is what they're going to receive. Let me show you this new campaign that I got fixed right before we came on here. It's called ARIIX Opportunity. And you guys are going to see very shortly, most of these campaigns are going to be gone because I want the new person to focus on bringing awareness and not focusing on a bunch of different campaigns with them. So this is the ARIIX Opportunity campaign. So right here, I need to hit, you'll see, if you had made changes to your campaign, you need to click here, and it'll turn it back to its default. So this is now completely loaded with what I changed this morning. And if I want to edit them, I can hit this right here. If you're on the basic program, you can't edit them. But by you putting a person in the system, it'll automatically put their first name in for you, and it gives them the 4 pillars of ARIIX and the categories that we focus on: beauty, weight loss, environment, first step therapy, nutrition, rest, and sleep. I'm not putting the brands in here because they don't mean anything to people. And you're going to see out of ARIIX Corporate, they're going to focus on results rather than just the brand name. And so we basically just put a description of what they're going to get, a couple of the videos of the most impactful things, and you can change this if you have if you have the basic program, you can't change it. If you have the other programs, you can change what it says in here. But then it has some links at the bottom, the opportunity booklet, the brand catalog, Jove skin information, own your life video, and how to earn $1,000. And you'll see right here at the bottom of this, it has an income disclaimer, which tells how much people were making in the business in 2014, which means I need to update that to 2015, which is even more impressive. But what I found with this is that if the person is looking for products first, this is a really great campaign to get them started. It really is, because then the next one, it'll automatically the next day automatically send them the next campaign, which is beauty, where we talk about even men and teenagers. It's got some of the videos that are on there. And each one of the different brands is. So with beauty, it's not just a matter of Jove, it's a matter of nourishing the body. It's a matter of making sure that you sleep and that you have the silky skin from the fractionated coconut oil. So it walks them through step by step, day by day, for the first 7 days about all of your products. Remember, one of the things that I told you about right here, let me find that, is in order to have a big business, you need to have massive marketing, massive persistence, and massive duplication. So the massive marketing comes from teaching your new people to set a minimum of connecting with 100 people in their first 30 days. It follows up for them by the massive persistence. The next day it sends out an email, and it's completely duplicatable because these messages are very much of the content has come directly from the new information that ARIIX has put on the different campaigns, the different things that they're doing, but it's much more personal. Guys, the most successful campaign for me now is something that's called Own Your Life. It is for opportunity seekers. And it's just right here. It's a simple one message campaign. And if you join this Networking Star Mastermind, you can see trainings that I've done on that. The reason being is if they're looking for things to be able to help them dream again, to be able to get unstuck from a job, or even improve their health, weight, or their age, it's a very basic program. Guys, all you have to do is go through those two programs, or which I would recommend for most people that they go through those two because the others are going away. And all you have to do to get a new person, it doesn't matter if you're on the $14.95 or the bigger one, you can do quick add by doing multiple people, putting their name in, choosing ARIIX Opportunity, or choosing Own Your Life, and then boom, it fills in the information for them. The Slender Eyes campaign is going to be changed dramatically, and many of the other ones are going to go away. But this, because it's made for warm market, is written in a way that is not trying to sell somebody on this, but it's trying to teach them what to do. Here's the power, guys. If you're connecting with 5 people a day, you're going to see who it is that's most excited. This gentleman right here, I'm not going to click on his name because it'll show his information on there. I'll click on my name so you can see what it looks like in here. But he has watched so many of the videos. He had watched this one again, so he stopped watching it at 2%. But I'm not worried about that because he's watched so many of the other videos. He's a new prospect in Mexico, and he's absolutely fired up about this because he's watched so many of the videos, and I can tell that he's interested because he's watching what I'm sending him. That right there is worth so much to you as a new person. If you're a brand new person, if you have a friend that has watched 100% of the video, you can call an upline mentor. You can call somebody that is worried about your business as much as you, and ask them to get on the phone with you to then call your friend or family with you. The beauty of this is you're going to know who is interested and who is not. In the old days, when I started this in 1996, which is pretty hard to believe, we used to buy hundreds of dollars of audio cassettes and VHS tapes and then later DVDs, and we would hand deliver them or mail them to prospects all across the United States. As a result, my business was focused primarily in 3 Western states in the United States: Idaho, Utah, Arizona, because it was too expensive to build the business. The world has gotten smaller, and it is significantly cheaper to be able to build the business today versus the way that you built it in the past. You now, for $14.95 a month, can send an email through the system to friends and family across the globe, and you'll be able to see who it is that is truly interested. And now you know better how to follow up with them. Information is invaluable. Information is what wins wars. It's what takes businesses to the next level, and it's what will help you know where to spend your time. This is also why I don't recommend that you send this out to 500 people on your first day. I do not recommend it. And I also do not recommend that you do this. If you hit generate prospects, do not import contacts. If you do that, it will send them an email and say, Jeff wants to connect with you. Even my mother would probably reject that. I hope not. I think she loves me a lot. But you are going to waste a lot of time if you do that. You are going to want to add, this is what's worked for me over and over, is to be able to send this to different people. Guys, I can tell you that one of the biggest frustrations that I first had when I was involved with network marketing in the beginning was, how did I teach a brand new person to do what I was doing? It was very, very frustrating. And then once I started to make money, how did I teach other people to make money? It's very easy for me now to go with a person that I'm mentoring, have them log into the system and see how many people they've added. You can go into their contacts. You can see that I focused a lot on that in the beginning with it, and that's why I changed it. I changed my people from the ARIIX team up into here, because it's a much better campaign for the prospect. But I used to use this one almost exclusively because it was educational. But you can also see that in the last 2 weeks, I've been able to put some people in my Own Your Life. This is one of two that I have. The other one that I have, I do a lot more activity, but this is what I train on, so I don't. I'm careful not to expose too much of the people's too much information. Once you put somebody in the system, it's important that you take notes. You click insert date. Unfortunately, it's in the American. We're completely screwed up. Nobody else in the world does it this way but us. But take notes. It'll put a timestamp on it. They'll put the month first, then the date, and I'm sorry that it does it that way, because that's why Americans do it. But take notes every time you contact someone. You be the judge on how good a person is. But here is the magic, guys. The contacts activity. This is so, so important, because you can see everything that person has done. If they haven't come in, you can even see if they've downloaded a PDF, how much of the videos they've watched. You can do it for the last 30 days. You can do it for the whole history by putting older than 180 days. You can see what they've clicked on, what they've watched, everything right there with that person. I also recommend, it's in here, that you send your emails to your people. This is where you should send the emails, because if you send it through Gmail or anything else, you don't know what they've read. Right here is how I send the opportunity of health. That's a presentation that we did where we talked about ARIIX. And now I can just add it to the system, and it automatically fills in the person's name, automatically fills in my information, and now it's going to tell me if they watched the video. That is so, so important. And so, guys, the thing is the system works. Please do not expect it to sell product for you or for it to enroll people for you. It gives you the information that you need to be able to contact the right people, spend the amount of time with them that they need, and to be able to give them the information that you'll see what they're interested in. You'll see because they're watching it. I would encourage you to go to the sales tools, go right here to the autoresponder emails, and go through this one today. I think you're going to enjoy it. It is very educational. You can change the days. You can change the order. You can make your own, even if you would like. If you don't want them to go for 7 days in a row, day 0 means it goes out the minute that you put it in. It doesn't wait any days. Day 1 means it goes out the next day. And I would tell you, if you find something that's working, come on our page and tell the other people. A rising tide, is going to float all boats higher, guys. It really, really will. And please know that we're here. And I know that there's people on this call that are not in my group. And that is my 3-year-old that you probably just heard. And I guess that's the beauty of me having my home office. So if you haven't been on my calls before, you will probably you'd probably hear that. But guys, come on here and talk to people. So let me answer a couple questions I know that have come in. Sarah asked, would it be well received to send these campaigns to people that have replied to an ad, or only to warm market that we've spoken to on the phone? Sarah, I would definitely send this to warm market also. One of the things that you can, warm market and cold market, okay? This was built, and the campaigns that you see in here were built primarily for warm market. But here's the deal. You can adjust and make any new campaign that you want. You can use this right here, this ARIIX opportunity, and you can copy it. So let me just show you how easy it is to do. So if you want to make your own campaign and change it for cold market, just click edit. I'm going to give you a shortcut here. If it doesn't mean anything to you, I apologize. But hit source, and most of this is going to be gobbledygook that you do not understand, but it'll make it so much easier. Hit select all and copy it. Okay, so copy it. Once you've copied it, then you can go out and you can make your own message in it if you like. So you go to sales tools, autoresponder emails, and I'm just gonna, for your sake, I'm gonna go into this test campaign, hit message, or I'm gonna hit add a new message. And right here, click source, paste it, and you're gonna see it's gonna copy it over exactly. And now you can modify it with words that would be more well received for somebody that's not a friend or family. So you're not quite as personal with it. And even those of you who want to be, who want to change some of the words, I know even in the United States, some of the way that we spell things is different than the way it is in the United Kingdom. So to change that, it's really simple. Go to ARIIX opportunity. Like I said, I know that this one will work because it's something that I worked and I took the education approach with people. That's why I changed it this way. You hit edit right here, and you can change anything that you want in here. You can add new pictures, you can add photos, you can tell your own story if you want to. And then once you've done that, just hit save, and it'll be ready for you to go. So Sarah, yes, you can use this for cold market. I just would make another campaign for the cold market. Okay. Hopefully that helped. Let's see. Claire asked, what are the key differences in the packages and pricing, in your opinion? Why would you have the premium versus the pro? Let me show you. So just go to the front page and you can see some of the differences with it. The biggest difference, the $14.95 doesn't allow you to edit anything. Okay, you just have to send it as it is in there. But most new people should not be editing anyway. You can start to edit the content right here in the Focal Point Pro, okay? And the Focal Point Premier has a couple things that are important. The number one thing that it has that is very, very, very important is a video manager. And the video manager is only in the $52.95 package. To me, it is the most important part of the system if you're going to be customizing it. You can add your own videos. You can do campaigns and you can put those videos in it. You cannot go, for example, if you go to YouTube, a lot of people will do this. This is where if you go to youtube.com/ARIIX Plus, this is a channel where I've tried to load the most important ARIIX videos. But if you click here and you try to do the share right here and do an embed, if you do this embed and try to place it into the income system, it will not work. For security reasons, it will not work. So the number one thing in Europe that you would want this Premiere for is for the video manager. The second thing is once you start to have very good campaigns that are working for you, Claire, you can go into My User Settings and you can do Team Leader Setup, and you can create your own team and share your custom categories. This is really, really important. If you have something that's working, you can put them in here. All your downline would have to do then is hit join a team, and they could type in here, Claire is awesome, if that's what you want to name your team, hit save, and it'll automatically populate these things that you created for them. So those are some of the key differences. The basic program doesn't let you make changes at all. The Focal Point Pro allows you to make changes, but doesn't give you control of Video Manager or the ability to create, to be the team leader. Hopefully that helps, Claire. Next one. Can we edit and modify emails even with Basic? I think we answered that one. You cannot with Basic. You can with Focal Point Pro and Focal Point Premier. Okay? All right. So those, looks like those are some of the main basic questions. And as you start to come up with some more, let me just go through a couple different things with you. We are going to be doing a training, and I've got a call afterwards with the leaders within my team on the September 23rd and 24th. I'm going to be in Belgium and the Netherlands, and we are going to be doing a special training where we're going to be talking about not just the income system, but how to maximize your compensation plan, how to do so many of these different things that the top people are doing. And only a portion of this will be the income system. The other part will be contacting, inviting, understanding the products, and it's going to be taught by leaders throughout Europe. If you are not in my team and you want to be a part of that, just be sure that you check on arixplus.com, because we're going to have a special leadership training. It's not on there right now because we're doing a call after this with some of the leaders from my team there. If you want to participate in the meeting and you are a senior officer or above, then you are welcome to also participate in what we're doing and help with some of the activities. I want you to know that I truly believe that we are better when we all work together. And we're going to be talking about customers, the difference in approaches with customers versus reps, how it is that you create duplication within your teams. And more than anything, you are truly going to see that this is going to be this, not just a brainstorming, but it's going to change your business, because you're going to be there and you're going to see some of the things that in the last year, when I've been back to ARIIX full time now. I quit my job as a CEO of another network marketing company 13 months ago. 13 months ago, I had one leg that was qualifying and another struggling leg that had kind of disappeared while I was working with this other business. And since that time, I've been able to not only optimize that second and a third leg, but I also have the workings of fourth and fifth leg that are really coming along. This last Friday was the best base commission. So I didn't check on all the other things on there, which I always follow. But I made more this last Friday than I've ever made within ARIIX. And I can tell you that it's the true adherence to these duplication principles and doing what I'm talking about. So you guys from the UK, I met so many of you amazing people. We'd love to have you there. But we're going to be having the events most likely, and we're going to talk about that in Rotterdam or possibly The Hague, and we very much invite you to be a part of that. So super exciting the things that we're doing, and just the different growth that's happening all over the world with ARIIX. We want you to be a part of that. So let me answer any other questions that we have, and then just one more plug for this, guys. Be sure you're asking to be a part of this group. Oh geez, so, a bunch of you guys that. So I'll approve you guys on there. Ask to add your team members. I don't care whose group you're in. This is absolutely amazing. Like Connie Warren just posted something this morning. And you guys are going to see that this is a fun group of people that are dedicated to helping each other. We're going to succeed when the majority of us are doing similar things, and it doesn't matter if you're in Dublin or if you're in Manchester, if you're in The Hague, if you're in Rotterdam, or if you're in Belgium, or if you're in crazy hot Las Vegas, Nevada. Guys, you can succeed at this when you start realizing that it's not just you that's trying to do this. We are doing this together. We're celebrating each other's successes. We're celebrating each other's failures, and we can succeed at it. So here's the last questions coming in. Hey, Jeff, can you be in more than one team? Lisa, you cannot. You can only be in one team at a time. And if you are a team leader, you cannot be in somebody else's team. It's just one or the other, okay? Next one. So Argent says, great. I must have missed where that was on. Guys, this is working. All I can say is I was on the phone with somebody the other day that said, it's not growing. It's not. And I said, you're crazy. It's absolutely growing. He was referring to some of my side groups. And I said, first of all, you don't know what's going on in some of my side groups. And second of all, it is. This absolute attention to duplication has changed my business. I can tell you when I first started in network marketing, guys, I didn't understand how important duplication is. I didn't. But the atmosphere of duplication is your key, your secret to making money here. I will be willing to do these calls with you guys in Europe, and it seems like there's a bunch of Americans that are on here as well today. I want you to know, if you're crazy enough to, oops, there's my motorbike that I want, my European motorbike. We, on September 16th and 17th, we have this event in Las Vegas. I'm dedicated to this. I have lost a lot of money putting on these events, but I want you to know that I've made a lot of money because it helps my groups grow. This is working, but you have to work it and you have to be smart. So everybody who's going to be on my on the call, the training call, I'm going to send out a GoToWebinar or GoToMeeting link. Thank you so much for being on tonight. Thank you for your questions. We're dedicated to help you make it work. Go out and duplicate. Don't just grow, duplicate. Dedicate yourself to helping your new person dedicate as well. And if you do it, your business is going to grow. Thanks for being on tonight, guys.